Wow, good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. I had a very, very relaxed start to the day. I was asleep until I think it was almost 10:30. The room, I could do with turning the air conditioning down tomorrow night, to be honest. It was a little bit warm in here, so I woke a couple of times but didn't think to change the heat. But I've just been sat here in my little balcony. I just had a chat using the Wi-Fi calling with a friend. Lovely chat about cruises and all sorts. Really nice. Watching the world go by. Just show you a quick sneak peek. There's no land out there at the moment, actually. There was earlier. We're just going around the corner of Spain at the moment, so we're near sort of Alicante. Oh, actually there's a little bit of land, but you probably can't see it on the camera. But yeah, just really enjoying relaxing in this cabin. It's very nice. I quite like the infinite balcony. It's not the same as being out there, and I haven't opened the window. In fact, I've left the window closed because for me it's more about the view than the heat. So I'm in the nice air conditioning but looking out at the view. And even more excitingly, and I've never had this on a cruise ship, I saw dolphins. I was just sat looking out at the water whilst I was on the phone to my friend, and dolphins went past, like a big pod of them. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record them in time, so I can't share that with you, but wow, incredible. They were just like literally just alongside, and I was like, oh, I can see something in the water. And at first, stupidly, I thought it was fish. And then I was like, I wouldn't see fish, would I? From this far up and this far away. And yeah, it was a pod of dolphins, and they then started to leap in the water. Absolutely incredible. What an experience. So yeah, as if this cruise couldn't get any better. It's just lovely. Very nice and relaxed in here. They don't play the announcements into your cabin, so if you do want to sleep at any point, you can. Feel very refreshed and relaxed now, and I'm going to go and explore. I'm going to have a look around the upper decks, so looking at like the sort of adventure stuff, like the flow rider, the surfing, the climbing walls, adventure golf, not adventure golf, crazy golf, and the water slides. I believe there's also like a treetop adventure-y type thing where you're on a harness climbing, but you also are like zip lining for part of it over the water. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I think I'd like to get the guts to do it, but maybe not today. We'll see. Yeah, just gonna go and have an explore. I've got Charlie in the Chocolate Factory later today. Really looking forward to that. And yeah, just taking it easy. I've not got too much in my calendar today. Gonna check out the shops as well, because they should be open now we're out at sea. So yeah, we'll check out all the merchandise for Royal Caribbean. They do a collaboration with Lululemon, which is dangerous for me. I mean, at least it's not Sweaty Betty. They're my favourite brand, but I like Lululemon as well. And they also have got Drunk Elephant skincare, which I really like as well. So yeah. And I'm also going to check out the excursions, because I think I'm going to book onto one of the excursions for when we are at port on day 4. So today is day 2 of the cruise, but it's day 4 of my trip. So apologies if it's a little bit confusing on the vlogs, but this is day 2 of the cruise. So yeah, it's time to settle in, which I've definitely done, and yeah, go and explore for a little bit now. So I'll check in with you in a bit. Hello. Yeah, so I'm now in one of these little, I don't know what you call them, but it's lovely. Really enjoying this. Sat here with my laptop editing a video right at the front of the ship. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Yeah, you know when you just find, well, you might not, I don't know, but for me, part of a cruise, or part of exploring a new cruise ship is to find your place, and this is my place on this ship. I absolutely love it here. Yeah, I'm a bit of a thrill seeker every now and again. I haven't done the water slides yet. I thought I'd be straight up there on the first day. I'm not going to do that until day 3. I will do them tomorrow, I'm sure, and I'm sure I'll enjoy them. But actually I'm in the mood for relaxation and just, yeah, you know, I'm working on stuff at the moment, but in a relaxed way. I just want that quiet space. It's been a really, really busy and quite emotionally challenging time recently. I've had a lot going on in my life, and there's a lot of things that have come to finish in like the week before this cruise, so it's time to just take a breather and reset, and this space is just perfect. So I've had quite a relaxed day today, which is unlike me, but has been really, really lovely. Explored the ship. They've got like a QR code adventure scavenger hunt thing, so I did a little bit of that. Also checked out the family suite. I forget what it's called. Is it tree house? Oops. It's funny. They're stretchy. Yeah, forget what that's called actually. But I will show you the suite. And yeah, had a little look around, explored the kids club. Kids club is fantastic. Obviously couldn't video in there because there were kids in there at the moment, but it is just a really, really good. There's different age appropriate spaces, so it's complimentary if you've got kids over the age of 3. And there are different categories. If you've got kids from 6 months to 36 months, you can still use it, but it's $9 per hour. Whereas for kids over the age of 3, it's free and it's first come, first served. There are morning slots, afternoon slots and evening slots, so it's open for 3 slots of 3 hours, and just a great place for kids to hang out. They do some educational stuff. They also just let them do free play. Just really, really nice spaces, so it was good to see that. Checked out some of the shops that obviously weren't open yesterday because we were in port. I have not been tempted by anything yet actually, so I'm doing quite well there. Had a pizza, gluten-free pizza, yummy, and then went to the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and because it was the very first preview show, it's the first time they've shown it to an audience, they stopped quite a few times to chat to us, and we got to hear from some of the cast. The live orchestra, you can actually see them for most of the show. So the first half of the show you can't see them, and then it opens out and you can see the orchestra. I love seeing the live orchestra, so that was fantastic, and just wonderful to have that live orchestra there. They talked quite a lot about wanting to employ professionals for these sort of roles, so they have you know, they have West End stars, and they also have child actors for this one, so they talked a little bit about what they've had to do to adapt things for the child actors. So that was really interesting, but it was over 2 hours. It's a 90-minute show, plus we had pauses to make sure everything was okay, and you know, chat to us a bit, so it was really nice. But yeah, it was 2 hours of my day, and so that since then I've just been relaxing and trying to get my tech to work. The Wi-Fi, fantastic, I have to say. My battery, not so fantastic. My storage on my Mac, not so fantastic. So I'm having a few issues getting the video edited, but hopefully I'll get a chance to do that soon. It might not be before dinner, but it is what it is. So but yeah, this is my favourite place, the Overlook. Love it. I'm sure I'll be here again tomorrow and possibly tonight after dinner. It's dressed to impress tonight, so I'm gonna head back soon and get dressed a bit smarter, a bit more classier tonight, as classy as I do, and gonna go to the formal dinner at my dining room, which I don't know if I assume I'm sharing a table with other people. I have a specific table, so I didn't go last night. I had buffet instead, so we'll see what that's like and I'll let you know. But overall, quite a relaxing day and just what I needed. It's been fabulous, and it's different for me. Normally I'm like a pack it all in, and I wasn't today, but this was right for today. So I'll check in probably after dinner now and let you know how that goes. And yeah, still absolutely loving Legend of the Seas. What a fantastic ship, and I think this just shows the variety of different things that you can do. You can have a relaxed time, or you can go and do the fun thrill seeker things, so, or both in my case. So yeah, fantastic, really enjoying it, and get back to the editing now. Isn't that beautiful? Right, quick change into my dress to impress. And yeah, heading on out to dinner now. It's my first proper formal dinner, so I'm looking forward to it. Didn't have time to do something proper with my hair, but never mind. I can dress to impress from the inside, can't I? But yeah, really enjoying this. Absolutely loving it. So gonna go and check out dinner now. Well, what a surreal experience that was. So I went to the main dining room. I didn't go yesterday, so I didn't know where my table was or what it would be like. And I've been placed on a table for 10, I assume with other solo sailors. I'm not sure. Anyway, the other 9 of my table mates didn't show. So I had a table of 10 completely to myself. My waiter and assistant waiter were fantastic, and I chatted to them. They were looking after 2 tables, 1 table for 10, which was just me on, and 1 table for 6, and no one turned up for that table. So the 2 of them were serving just me. So yeah, I had a nice dinner, but I kind of feel like a bit of a weird evening, to be honest. It was a little bit strange. I don't mind eating on my own at all, got no problems with that. I travel on my own quite a bit. I enjoy having company, but quite often I'm the only person available to travel, so I am happy to eat on my own. The waiter and assistant waiter did come and chat to me. I asked them some questions as we were ordering, so I think they could tell that I was someone that was quite comfortable talking to them. So they came and chatted to me whilst I had my meal. It was okay. I am quite disappointed with the lack of options for gluten-free. There was 1 starter that I was told was suitable but would need to be adapted. And I had to ask because I thought there was another one that should be okay, and it was. There was 1 main course that they knew was okay. And then I asked about another couple. 1 of them was not suitable, 1 of them was suitable. So 2 of the main courses. And the desserts, there was 1 that they knew about, and then they checked the allergen guide and there was actually 2. So to be fair, there were 2 options for each of the courses, but everybody else had about 6 or 7 options for each one. And it doesn't seem like there's much flexibility in terms of adapting things. So, you know, sometimes there's just 1 item that isn't gluten-free and you can change that item, or worst case, leave it off. But yeah, that wasn't possible because it was kind of the dish and that was it. So I ended up having soup to start because the salad, it was a Caesar salad without the Caesar dressing and without the croutons, which is basically just salad. They did say I could have the vinaigrette, but I didn't fancy that. So I had butternut squash soup, which was okay, but pretty standard. They were the only starters that I could have. And then I could have either steak, which I just didn't feel like today. It's quite a heavy meal. It was with mashed potato and asparagus, I think, and I just didn't fancy that. So I actually went for the shrimp, which was actually quite nice. I did enjoy that, but not massively filling, but it was a 3-course meal, so that's fine. And then the desserts, they were checking whether I don't know if it was a cappuccino and chocolate cake or something, and they said it was gluten-free, and I was like, are you sure? It's a cake. And it was, so I had that, and I'd asked for a backup creme brulee, but I actually got both, and they were like, you don't want both, do you? And I was like, yeah, I do. And I'm glad, because the creme brulee was delicious, actually, although creme brulee is pretty standard again. So it was okay. It wasn't fantastic, but the food was okay. There weren't many options. It was cooked well, but I didn't have anything that you could really go wrong with. So yeah, the prawns came with just like a garlic butter and a garlic herb butter, rice and vegetables. Yeah, it was fine. But yeah, slightly bizarre experience to be sat on a table for 10. just on my own, like this big huge table that was laid for 10 people and it was just me. So yeah, a little bit unusual, but hey ho. And then I've just been exploring the ship in the dark, just kind of wandering around. Went to check out Central Park and Surfside, went down to the arcade, which isn't free today. You do have to pay to use it today, but I still went and got a couple more ducks. It's win every time and it's $1, so I enjoyed doing that. And tried to get myself a frozen drink like I had last night. It's a non-alcoholic one. Can't remember what it's called. But it was basically strawberry mixed with pina colada, but non-alcoholic, like a slush. Delicious. So I went to get one of those, but unfortunately they were closed. So it was too late for that today. But yeah, I'm not booked onto any shows tonight. I could go and see the dueling pianos, which I've heard is very good. But quite frankly, I just feel like relaxing tonight. So I'm just going to take it easy in my cabin, get some sleep, and hopefully have a more active day tomorrow. I've got quite a lot that I would like to do tomorrow physically wise. I'd like to go for a run or to the gym in the morning. And then I have Adventure Cove, I think it's called, booked for the afternoon. And I would like to try out the water slides if I can. One thing that I do really like is some of the whirlpools stay open 24 hours. So I don't fancy it tonight, but if I was here with company, I love sitting in a hot tub chatting. It's one of my favourite things to do. So it's really nice that the whirlpools are open 24 hours because I would absolutely be making the most of that if I was here with someone else. Because I do really enjoy just chatting in a hot tub. I actually connected with someone on the River Cruise conference earlier this year because they also like that. And everyone else was at the ABBA dancing party in the evening. And after dinner, we got changed and went and sat in the hot tub and chatted all night. It was lovely. So yeah, I really like that some of them, not all of them, but some of the whirlpools are open 24 hours. So that's cool. But yeah, quieter night tonight. The ship seems quieter. I think everyone's kind of like, whoa, there's a lot to do. Let's just take it easy and relax a little bit. And I'm actually quite glad we've got another sea day tomorrow to do a little bit more on the ship. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of day 2 of the cruise. Day 4 of my trip. And it's been a nice one. It's been nice and relaxed, which is just what I needed. And I'm hoping to sleep well tonight and wake feeling refreshed in the morning and ready to go. And I did like getting dressed up, putting on my dress to impress dress and a little bit of makeup and stuff like that. It was quite fun. The next 2 nights we've got fancy dress, so I'm quite looking forward to dressing up for those as well. So yeah, that was day 2 of the cruise, 4 of my trip, and absolutely loving Legend still. There's so many different areas that you will absolutely find the right place for you. Just really good vibe if you want the kind of like high energy fun, or if you want the karaoke, or if you want to sit and listen to some live music, or if you want to go to the shows, or if you want to do the high adrenaline stuff. There's something for everyone, and I really like that about it. And you kind of feel comfortable whatever you want to be doing. It really is it is very family oriented, but there are also areas that are nice and peaceful and quiet. But if you like a bit of fun, it's a great cruise line. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it and looking forward to a quieter night this evening. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.